Yo, what up guys, it's 5D here to finally give you some confirmed news about this new free legendary champion you see right here on the screen, when you can get him, how you can get him, and all that good stuff. First of all, his name is going to be Son Wukong, and is available for free. You don't have to do anything to get him. All you have to do is log in for 7 whole days. Even if you skip a day or two, as long as you log in for 7 days, you'll get this champion for free in your champion index right here. He's a attack type of champion, spirit affinity, and from what we already know about free champions you can obtain as a login reward, logging in for 7 days. This one will be available from 22nd of August all the way to October 23rd. So anybody logging in, newer players, older players, anybody will be able to get this champion as long as you log in for 7 days. It's amazing. From what I already know about the game, Ultimate Death Knight, who was a free login champion, is crazy amazing. Deliana, who was also a free legendary champion that we logged in to obtain, is also crazy amazing. What's her name? Rhonda is also amazing. So I can't say that this one should be any different, right? They've used a pattern in this, releasing this type of login champion to bring in newer players and also give older players something new to play with. And I hope this one will also be in line with those type of champions that we already have in the game, who are amazing in any content that we use them in right now. So he's going to be an attack-based champion. Hopefully have something unique like Rhonda does. So from what we already know about his skill, but before we go further, let me just say a happy birthday to Ultimate Death Knight. And right here on the screen, if you use this promo code UDKBDAY, there are some rewards right here for you to obtain in-game, as UDK is celebrating his birthday, since we're talking about UDK. So happy birthday to UDK. It's not a lot of rewards, that's why I didn't do a dedicated video about it. Let me just slot it in right here for you guys who have not claimed it yet. All right, now back to this legendary champion that you can obtain for free in the game. Is this something you're gonna build, use, or will it be a vault lord? I'll rate him on a scale of 1 to 10 after I'm done talking about his skill and understand how it works. That's what this video is all about, to let you know what this champion can do for your team. So on the A1, we can see right here is a 25% chance of placing a stun. Stun on the A1 is useful, but this champion can increase that chance from just a 25% up to a 50% if you spend books on it, right? Legendary skill tomes. But it can also be 100% chance to place a stun on that enemies if the target has any buffs on them. It's amazing. So if the target has increased attack, increased speed, increased defense, whatever they have on them, and he uses his A1 against that target, it's going to be 100% chance to stun. According to what Plarium described about this champion, it seems like they wanted him to be a classic damage dealer or a crowd control champion that needs accuracy. Yes, you will need accuracy to land that stun on that A1. They also describe him as a champion who is great for PvP content, and yes, that A1 does align with something that we can use usually in content like the arena or 3v3 or even live arena. Let me move over to the A2, see if it's going to make it any better, because I like that A1 so far. 100% chance to land stun. The A2 will attack one enemy, also a single target hit, but this one will ignore 50% of the target's defense. That's a lot of defense decrease. Even if you don't have decreased defense or enhanced martial or something, this one alone can take down some tanky enemies when you ignore 50% of their defense. But that's not all. When you're hitting somebody who is at 30k HP, 40k HP, and you're dealing 200k damage, the rest of that excess damage is lost. But this skill will now take all that surplus damage you did to that enemy and spread it across his other enemies. So it becomes an AoE skill. From a single target hit, if you kill that first enemy, the excess surplus damage that you dealt to that enemy will be spread across all other enemies. So that's what is useful about this skill. It will attack all remaining enemies with any surplus damage if the first target is killed. Amazing. This attack will also ignore 50% of the target's defense. So other enemies who is getting the surplus damage will also have their defense decrease by 50% with the attack that is coming in. That second attack that you're doing to all other enemies cannot be critical, so it's kind of gonna be a lesser. It's not gonna kill one person and kill everybody. No, it's gonna be a lesser one because it doesn't have crit attached to it. So that's it. If the first enemy survive your hit, let's say you're going against a tanky champion and he has block and debuff buff on him and all that stuff, shield and all that stuff, even maybe even stone skin, this skill will place ship debuff on that target if they survive that first hit that you do on them. If they survive it, it's amazing. And guess what, this ship debuff cannot be blocked. That's the most amazing part of this skill. Not everybody will be shipped that first target who survived your hit. So I guess that's the retaliation he gets for surviving my hit. So I don't know yet if this is gonna work against Stone Skin. I don't know, but since it cannot be blocked, I'm guessing that not even block, debuff, buff can stop this from happening. You will be shipped, hopefully. I don't know. We'll have to see it in battle, because when it says a debuff cannot be blocked, usually when we see it on bosses, they even land their what do you call it now, fear on us, even with block, debuff, buff on us. So I'm hoping that's how it works. You can ship people if they survive your first hit. So does that mean you don't want to hit them too hard because you want to ship them with this A2? Let's see. It's on a 3-turn cooldown, so it will happen a lot in battle. A lot of ships everywhere. So that's the unique thing he comes to raid with. It's champion that ship debuff will normally see it only in blessing, right? That polymorph blessing, that's the only place you see it. But right now he's coming in as a first champion in Raid Shadowlands that can place ship on enemies without having a polymorph blessing on himself. That's amazing. Now for the third skill, which says Now You See Me, is the title. It's on a 3-turn cooldown also when you spend books on it. This skill attacks all enemies. Now we have a real AoE attack right here, but before attacking them, it will steal all buffs from all enemies. Damn, this champion is amazing. So it seems like they either want to build him with enough accuracy to do all this buff stealing and shipping, because without accuracy, and stun too, without accuracy, all this will not happen. Stun, ship, and block, and removing all their buffs on them. He will also place block, debuff, block, buff, debuff on them. So just like the Eliana, they did say this champion is like definitely be a PvP content, but I'm thinking this block, buff, debuff is more of a PvE content. The only thing I thought of immediately I saw it was Hydra or early game clan boss, when you're still trying to not have the boss put increased attack on himself. So this is amazing. The noob to pro will benefit so much from this skill. Even if you don't mind about maybe Hydra, yeah, you need it to remove all their buffs if they have your buffs stolen from you. So this skill is really amazing. I don't know the A2 or the A3, which one is even better. Depends on which enemy you're coming against it. If they have a bunch of buffs on them, you can just steal it. It doesn't remove it, it steals it and places it on himself. So he might have 2, 3, 4, 5 buffs on himself. Damn. Amazing champion so far. But let's see if the passive would even make it any better. On the passive, did I cover it? I hope not. Right here. Yeah, the passive revives this champion with 100% and 100% HP and 100% turn meter for 3 turns after they are killed. We usually come into the battle with healers, revivers, and ally protection and all that stuff. Him trying to keep himself alive, it's kind of useful, I guess, somewhere. But it says he has to wait an entire 3 turns before he can revive himself. Usually when somebody goes down in battle, you want to bring them up the next turn. You don't want to wait an entire 3 turns to bring them up. So that's why we have people like Abita, Rector Drat, even Seal the Drake doing our reviving. So I don't think him reviving himself after 3 turns, it's gonna be useful anywhere. Not even in clan boss that goes on for long, not even in Hydra that goes on for long. We usually have revivers in the team. Could you imagine coming into the battle without a reviver and relying on this dude to just revive himself? What about other people? So I didn't see this passive as a good part of his skills, his skill set. I didn't see it. I think this kind of made him a little bit of a downgrade, because this passive usually literally does not exist for most players, whether it's live arena, 1v1 arena, or 3v3 arena. This most likely will not kick in. Your reviver might revive him before he gets a chance to use this passive. So if I'm reading it right, revives this champion with 100% HP and 100% turn meter 3 turns after they were killed. He has to wait 3 turns after he's killed to make this happen. I see that the passive has no cooldown, so I thought it just happened immediately in the next turn. No, it had to wait an entire 3 turns. All right, he increases ally speed by 30%. That's an awesome aura that he has right here. So this means you can have it in your leader slot if you don't want to use your Arbiter, your Prince Kaima, your Deacon Armstrong, and all that champions in the leader slot. This aura is only for arena. So overall, he's an amazing champion. They're just trying to downgrade him a little bit from this passive and make us think twice about him. But no, his A1 is amazing. His A2 is crazy with the ship debuff, and then his A3 is going to be a useful PvE content champion where people can use him in the Hydra and every other content where you need to strip buffs from them or place block buff debuff on them so they don't get any ideas. All right, let me know what you think about this champion. It's time for me to head back into the game and find out what else is happening besides this new champion who is launching in the game right now, so you can all claim him. And we can't wait to see some champion guides about him and where people are gonna use him. Not just an arena champion. I don't think he's just gonna be an arena champion. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is this bunch of events and tournaments that are coming up right here or going on right now. The first one is this UDK's birthday Titan event, and I've seen some videos talking about it already, and I took a look at it and I'm like, I already have my UDK at 3-star level of ascension, right? Blessing, I already have him at 3-star. Do I need him at 4-star? When was the last time I used my UDK? In Doom Tower, I think, one of my teams. So it's not a champion that is a staple in my teams that often. UDK is even in my 3v3 arena. I don't know. Yes, I think he's my 3v3 arena. So it's not a champion I want to get him 6-star or 4-star blessing immediately. It's not a high priority for me. It's not. Even a 5-star ascended UDK is not a high priority. But if you're going for arena, your high level of arena, you're pushing plat, this might be an opportunity for you to get this one. So what I'm trying to say is this doesn't seem like it's aimed at newer players. My noob to pro doesn't even have UDK, so we're not even looking at this event. It doesn't exist. So while I was kind of concluded on not going for this, I looked at this reward right here, Eternal Soul Stone. I'm like, probably gonna pull this and get a 4-star champion that I don't have. Nah, so that's not also a priority for me. Maybe except you want to save it for one of these Soul Stone events. So, and also maybe this one, it looks like a long way to go to get this one. Basically the best rewards are on this 5th milestone. So this is going to be running for an entire 2 weeks, so it's a long time to get all these rewards. And we are seeing every point system, this UDK points will be in every event and tournament that are going on right now. The first tournament that launched was this champion training, and while I was criticizing the UDK event and say I won't go for it, I checked out this champion training tournament and I saw the amazing legendary skill tone right at the top. I was like, ooh. So what is calling me to this champion training is not the UDK points at 8,100. No, what is calling me to this champion training is this legendary skill tone that I will not miss out on. I'm thinking about doing on the noob to pro also, but I don't know if I have resources for that. So but I'm going for this right hand reward, so that's what I'm going for. Even if I pick up the UDK points along the way, fine, I guess, fine, eventually we'll get it done. So right here on this first, second and third positions are legendary skill tome, which is also giving you a inspiration to go hard for it. I'm not that concerned about this first, second and third position rewards. Even if Emic Perfect Soul is right there, the noob to pro might benefit from this, but it's going to be very competitive because everybody has Emic, or almost everybody. So a lot of people will be going hard for this 4-star and 3-star, but you might be able to grab this 2-star one, but it's not something I would aim for because it will require you to use gems, which you should be saving right now. Anyways, all right, the next events are gonna be Dragon, Classic Arena. Everything is having that UDK points right here, so you eventually get him, I guess, one way or the other. All right, the next event that caught my eye is this Heroes Path, and let's break it down. I'll not even waste your time with this one. Even if it has a legendary champion you can obtain by going all the way down here. In order to even go all the way down, you have to first go to this right hand side, pick up this key, go to this left hand side, pick up this key before you even go and get this champion. So basically you probably have to complete everything to get this legendary champion. I don't even want to calculate the points because I know it's a crazy amount of points, which only whales will go for. But guess what, whales know that this champion is not that awesome. Roxanne is not an amazing champion that is a game changer, so it's not going to be one that everybody is going crazy for. I tell you the truth. So it's not, I don't own him, I don't know much about him, but from what I hear, he's not amazing. The people that you get him just leave him in the vault and we don't see him around often, but he's a good champion, I guess. I think maybe he's a fancy debuffer. I don't know what they call it, but you might be going hard for that one. But my part that I always tell you guys, the free to play part, is just going to go to the right hand side and pick up this legendary skill tome and call it a day. That's it. We're not going for these keys. I'm just going to go one part straight. I don't even have the resources to pick up this first one and then go for this second one. Why? Because it requires us summoning shards. Sacred shards is the way to complete this event, Heroes Path event. Sacred Shard, Void Shard, Ancient Shard is the way to go, but Sacred Shard will give you the most amount of points. Doing Dungeon Divers for this one will be a long grind, so you see the amount of points you get for even getting a mythical, it's not a lot, so you have to do a lot of dungeon farming if you want to get this one done. So it's not something I'll go crazy for. As I'm doing Dragon, I'm getting points, right? As I'm doing this champion training, I'm getting a little bit of points, and eventually before this 2 days, is 2 days going to be enough for me to get 10,000 or more points to get this? It might be enough. We'll go to Dragon and find out after we farm Dragon tonight, do the champion training and all that stuff. We'll find out if we have, because there is nothing else in the game to spend your free energy on and resources on besides these events that they put together right here. So personally, I'll tell newer players coming in to just forget. My new to pro is not even doing this. I might be able to pick this 4-star on the new to pro chicken, and that's it. So it's not something I will go straight crazy for and try to get this. The new to pro is also not going for this UDK because it doesn't have UDK, so we are not going crazy for that. So that's my view on all this that is going on. Only endgame players who have a crazy amount of resources or who want to win global, win all that stuff, will go crazy enough to get Roxanne, which they will eventually leave aside. You guys let me know if I'm misjudging Roxanne though, since I don't know much about him. Maybe I might be misjudging his skills and his abilities and usefulness in the game. All right, I think that's all that is going on right now in the game. There is a 10x that started yesterday, or that started today. It was announced yesterday, but I didn't have chance to talk about it. If you head over to the game, you can see the amazing champions you can pick up from this 10x this period, while this Titan event and this heroes part is going on at the same time. So right here, if you're going crazy for Chris, you can pick him up and other amazing champions, including Doom Priest, which is good for the Doom to Pro. But we're not going crazy for that. We already have this champion on the Noob to Pro, and then if this is your chance to get your Demeter, or a 10-time chance to obtain a Demeter if you do get an epic from Void Shards. So that's all the craziness that is happening in Raid right now. I just wanted to hop in here and tell you guys what I think about it, and of course tell you guys the new information that is coming up regarding this dude. Hopefully we'll get him in 7 days and start using him in content, and I can't wait for the community to come up with crazy ideas on how to use him and all that good stuff. Help me hit like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily Raid Shadowlands content and news as they drop. And yeah, don't forget to hit that join button if you want some account takeover, some gear cleanses, and some other perks that I put together right here. See you guys in the next one.